Hello! I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. So I am very excited for today's reading because it is for Cancer moons, and if you are new to my channel, I am a Cancer moon. So I'm super excited for our reading today. But as always, oh my gosh, okay, sorry. As always, with readings that are technically for me, I promise to keep my biases out of it. This is a general reading for all of us. So, yeah. Start shuffling out our cards. And as I'm shuffling, I invite you to take some deep breaths. I know we're coming in on a full moon very soon, and a Virgo full moon, and I have been feeling that chaos. I have been feeling that chaotic energy this weekend, so deep breaths sound very nice, to me at least. Let me adjust this a little. Okay, that should be a little better. As I've said before, one day I will have good lighting, but that day is not today. So anyway, let's get comfy and cozy together. Grab some water, grab a snack, grab your cat, whatever. Oh gosh, okay. There we go. Moving on to the shadow cards. Just take this time to ground yourself before we get our message from the moon. What does the moon have to tell us today? Oh, is that 3? Oh, there we go. Alright, starting with our oracle card, let's take a look. We've got community. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, with the giraffes. That's so cute. There we go. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so we have 10 of Wands reversed. Oh my god, sorry, that's so funny. I literally was sorry, I have to say this. I was literally feeling 10 of Wands like this morning. That's like what was going through my head. I'm like, I'm feeling so 10 of Wands today. Which this is reversed. But anyway, okay. We have 9 of Swords reversed. 10 of Swords. 6 of Cups, Judgment reversed, and finally 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah, so like I said, with this 10 of Wands, I like to call 10 of Wands like the plot twist card. You know, with Wands, that's about the story of Wands from Ace to 10 is about you know, working on a project, right? Working really, really hard for something. So 10 of Wands is when you've like achieved this goal, right? Like maybe your goal is to get a new job. And so you're like really happy that you got this job. But then 10 of Wands is like, oh, this is not what I expected. I mean, like, you worked really, really hard for something, and then all of a sudden it's way more difficult than you thought it would be. It would be much more of a burden on you than you thought it would be. Jumping ahead a little bit, I can't help but notice we also have a 9 and a 10. So I think you are at a point kind of towards the end of a cycle, end of a chapter, or, going to start a new chapter pretty soon. I don't know, whatever that means to you. We'll continue digging into what that is. But yeah, this Ten of Wands is telling me that whatever accomplishments you've made in the last, for a little while, it's great that you've made those accomplishments. That's like good. That's good. That's growth. But also you're kind of at that point where maybe the newness and the excitement of it has kind of like worn off, and you're like, oh, wow, this is actually a lot. Okay. So yeah, below that we've got Six of Cups, which Six of Cups is about... Six of Cups is associated with like nostalgia, with, like the good old days. A lot of times it's kind of, referring more to like childhood, but not everybody had a good childhood. So, just general like good old days energy, So I think this is, I think because it's a shadow card, it's kind of making you think like, I worked really, really hard for this thing, and like, I'm glad that I, accomplished it, I guess, but also low key where I was before, it was a lot easier than this, it was a lot more simple. It was a lot nicer, that kind of thought pattern. Might be going on in your head a little bit right now. So we also have this Nine of Swords, and Nine of Swords, I, pretty much always say it's just the card of anxiety, and when it's reversed, it's the card of fear. That's pretty much it, plain and simple. But we have this Judgment reversed card underneath, which kind of, it shows us that we're not seeing things clearly. We're not looking at things objectively enough. The way we're seeing things right now is not necessarily objective, clear, and correct. With these two cards here, that's really telling me that even though you're feeling very scared, very stressed, I'm assuming that, just relates to whatever this situation is, it's not necessarily warranted, And that's not to invalidate however you're feeling. The cards are just telling you, like, yeah, even though you're scared about whatever's going on, even though you might be stressed about it, or you might feel like, you're not good enough for whatever, accomplishments you made, or whatever it is you're thinking, whatever self-doubt you're having, it's not true, It's telling you that you're being a little too harsh on yourself, that you are able to achieve more than you think you're able to. You're worth more than you think you're worth, So that's really nice. That's really sweet. All right, then yeah, we've got this scary looking Ten of Swords over here. But you know what? Here's the thing with Ten of Swords. And honestly, this kind of goes for the Swords suit in general, Story of Swords, is that Ten of Swords is exactly what it looks like, right? We've got this person here who is face down on the ground with 10 swords right in his back. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's feeling like you got stabbed in the back 10 times all at once. I mean, and in general too, Ten of Swords is usually about betrayal, about feeling stabbed in the back 10 times all at once with 10 swords. So that sucks, but the really great thing about Ten of Swords is that it already happened. You know, I think this is just showing that maybe this is how you're feeling right now, or maybe it's how you're feeling right now with all of this is bringing up, because what I'm trying to say is this was in the past. This is something that happened a while ago. So I think all of this is kind of bringing up maybe some memories, some things that happened a while ago. You know, I don't want to say trauma because that's kind of a harsh word, but kind of. Maybe it could be a trauma for some of you, but some kind of really awful thing that happened where you were face down on the ground because somebody stabbed you, or maybe life stabbed you 10 times in the back with 10 swords. Whatever it is, I think that memory's kind of coming back up and just making all of this way worse, right? It's kind of contributing to all of this. So, finally, we have this Three of Cups reversed below this Ten of Swords. So, Three of Cups is about community, actually. It's about, you know, it's the card of friendship, about maybe teamwork, or, you know, your friends, your family, your community, your support group, right? So when we have it reversed, that basically just says that, you know, God, this lighting is, I'm sorry, I hope this isn't too dark. It's not working with me today. Anyway, Three of Cups reversed, it means, you know, it can mean that there might be somebody in your life, like a friend who is not being a good friend to you. However, and maybe that applies to you, but I think because we have this community card right here, I think it's telling you that, you know, to get through this, it would be really, really helpful to lean on your friends or your family right now, chosen family, whatever. Leaning on people who you have those really close relationships with. And I think that makes perfect sense here. Because, again, with these two cards, that shows that you're just a little too much in your head. You know, maybe you're overthinking things. Whatever fears you're having. Again, I don't want to invalidate however it is you're feeling, right? We're Cancer moons, okay? I know, I get it. We can get a little sensitive, a little emotional easily. Dude, I know. But I want this to be more so encouraging for you instead of invalidating. It means that however you're feeling, like these self-doubts that you're having are unwarranted, right? You might be feeling that way, but that doesn't mean that it's true. So I think that leaning on people who you know and love and trust to get that outside perspective and get a little bit out of your head will be so helpful. I think there's people around you who you can go to and will say, hey, no, you're doing great, you know? You're like, no, you are so capable of doing this. I think you need that support from others right now. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, my Cancer moons. I'm sorry you're feeling this way. And I'm sorry, I promise I don't like to insert myself into these ratings, but I will at least tell you this is exactly how I'm feeling right now. This is exactly how I've been feeling this morning. So if that's how you're feeling, I am right there with you. But I think this reading is very positive. I think you have things to be proud of. Again, like I said too, looking at these, we got 10, 9, 10, and even this Judgment card, that's a 20 of the major arcana, right? That's definitely coming towards the end of some cycle and into something new. So I think that these feelings are all very temporary, which I think feelings are basically always temporary, but whatever the situation is, it's very temporary. I know you can get through it, and yeah, so that makes me very curious what our next Cancer Moon reading will be next month. But yeah, until then, I really hope you got something out of this reading. As always, if you have any questions or if you'd like to just reach out to me, please go ahead. I'd be happy to answer any questions about this. I mean, I think I told you everything, but if you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like anything clarified, please let me know. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!